Hey guys, it's Cubs fan here, bringing you another video. So, we had a video that did pretty well. We got a lot of up and down comments about, if it was working or not, um, about fixing, the windowed stretch resolution. So, we're going to make another video just based on how to fix the windowed stretched resolution. We're going to go slower with the steps, and we're going to walk you through it even more in detail than we did last time. And once again, this is for people that have already had stretched and it was once on full screen for the display resolution. Everything was good, but then they made a mistake and it's stuck on windowed now. So we're going to first bring up Fortnite here. All right, guys, so we got Fortnite open. And in your settings, this is how it should look. Window mode is always in full screen. Even if you're not stretched, you always want it full screen. The display resolution, even when you're running stretched like I currently am, you still want it 1920 by 1080, okay? Always. Your frame rate limit, that's all based on your preference. The 3D resolution is what you keep, is what's gonna be your stretched resolution. So like, in the last video, I was 1600 by 1080, and this one I dropped down to 1440, so, but that doesn't matter. It's whatever your res is, that's how you do it. So, just keep in mind, guys, this is how your settings should look to begin with before you like made a mistake and it turns into windowed. And I'm going to show you that mistake that I actually just did the other day, and I fixed it in literally 3 minutes with following these steps. So what I did the other day, I was on my home screen just like this, and my other video was about accidentally pressing this button right here, which is the unmaximize. You got minimize right here, which doesn't do anything. That won't screw anything up. You can minimize your screen all day, and that's not going to do anything. See, look, so I just minimized it, and we're still at full screen. See, that's not a problem. But if you were to press the one right here in the top right, the unmaximize, that would turn it to windowed, but we made that in our last video. But that's still an issue. In this video, I'm going to show you what I did about 3 days ago. So about 3 days ago, I thought I was clicking on like the item shop or the locker, and I accidentally like double clicked on the top here, and I'm going to do it. Watch right here. There we go, right there. If you double click on the top bar, it like almost unmaximizes it for you. So you see how my screen just got really small? And like in the last video, you can make it bigger again by pressing maximize. See? So it looks like it's not too bad, right? See? So it turned it into windowed again, see, just by unmaximizing it or accidentally double clicking. So however it gets to windowed, you need to follow these steps. Okay? Your first step is always going to be to put this on full screen. Okay, guys? Full screen. All the other settings is your preference. So I'm actually going to change my frame rate to 200. But the main thing is you want this on full screen. Okay, guys? Full screen. I keep this on epic. I have all these on low. Desync off, motion blur off. And I always show my FPS, okay? Once this is back on full screen, 1920 by 1080 for display, your 3D resolution as of right now will just stay at 1920 by 1080. The next steps will get that to change back to stretch for you guys, okay? So right now, it's all back to native 1920, 3D 1920, okay? You hit apply. Excuse me. And yes, you want to save it. Okay, guys? And here in the video, by reading the comments, is where a lot of people probably made a mistake. When you first originally do stretched, you would close out of Fortnite now. But because you already were in stretched and you did what I did, you accidentally unmaximized the window and made it windowed, you want to leave this window open, okay, guys? This is the next step. Step 2. Keep Fortnite open. First step, full screen window mode, native. Full screen, apply. Step 2, leave Fortnite open. As you can see, I'm not closing Fortnite. I'm just going to minimize it to get to my home screen. Okay? Fortnite is still open, guys, okay? Still open, and you applied your native changes, okay? To make it full screen. You applied that so it's saved in Fortnite, okay? And your next steps now. You guys should already know these steps because you've done stretched, but you're going to go into your bottom left of your window, type in run, enter. If it's not already there, you type percent app data percent. You see it right here, percent app data percent, okay? And then you hit OK. Right here, you click on app data. You click on local. You click on Fortnite game. You click on saved. You click on config. You click on Windows client. You're going to right click on game user settings. Go to properties. Make sure that you uncheck read only, guys. Uncheck read only. Apply. Okay. Now you open up game user settings. And as I said in my last video, because you're fixing your stretched res and you're not changing it to stretched, and you've already done the stretch steps before, you're gonna see, as you can see for me, it's 1440 by 1080 right here, which is what my resolution is when I do stretched. But to fix the window, we have to change this back to native just for right now. So we're changing this back to 1920 just for right now, okay? 1920 by 1080. As well as make sure this one stays always at 1920 by 1080. This one will never change, but just make sure that it stays at 1920. You're going to file and save this. Exit out. Right-click again on game user settings. Go to properties. Check read only this time again. Check it. Hit apply and OK. All right, so you exit out of that now. Now, guys, that would be step 3, changing your game user settings back to native as well, 1920. Step 4 is now open up Fortnite again, because it was still open, remember, from step 2. Now you exit Fortnite, guys. You exit Fortnite, step 4. Confirm, we're going to exit. So now Fortnite is closed. So now step 5. Go back into run. Percent app data percent. Okay. We're going to click on app data. Local again. Fortnite game. We're going to go to saved, config, Windows client. Right click again, guys. Right click on game user settings. Go to properties. Uncheck read only again. Uncheck it. Hit apply and OK. And now open up game user settings again. And you'll notice that all these now, this one, 1920 by 1080 now it says. And then these are at 1920 by 1080. So that's just showing that it's all back to native now. So now we only focus again. Once again, guys, we only focus on the resolution size X and Y and the confirm resolution size X and Y, the ones I got highlighted here. We're going to change these back to what your stretched res is. So for me now, I run 1440 by 1080. So if you run 1600, you put 1600. But right now, I'm putting 1440 because that's what I use. And then remember, guys, as well, the desired screen width, that stays at 1920. So if that's at anything other than 1920, you change that back to 1920 by 1080. You only want to make sure your size X and Y's are 1440. Once you got that changed to what you want, file and save again. Save it. You can exit out, right-click again on game user settings, and check read only. Check it now. Hit apply and OK. And then you exit out and open up Fortnite again. And that's going to fix it. And we will show you that. It's as simple as that. Just give it a second to open up, guys, and we will show you that it fixed it. Remember, when we started all these steps, it was on windowed, and it changed the 3D resolution and it changed the display resolution. The only thing you want at anything other than 1920 by 1080 is your 3D resolution. Alright, so we're going to go into Battle Royale. I can already tell it's fixed 100%. You can just tell by how it looks. Okay, we're going to go into the lobby. We're going to go into our settings. See? And we're going to show you right here. See? Your window mode, it was on windowed. You can go back to step 1 and you'll see that it was on windowed. I purposely put it there to windowed. But it's on full screen now. 1920 by 1080. And then our 3D resolution, as you can see, we put it down to 1440. And that's where you know your stretched res worked. But your window mode is at full screen now and your display is at 1920 by 1080. So you're good now. If you go back to step 1, you'll see that it was on windowed when our steps first started, and following those steps, step by step, we fixed it. See, guys? Just follow those steps and you'll not have any issues. Okay? So please leave a like, comment. Hopefully all the comments now are positive and letting me know that this worked. The last video, it did work for a lot of people, but a lot of people still had issues. I think it was just following the steps properly, maybe trying to go too fast. But if you follow these steps, I in detail said them. Follow these steps, guys. And you will be able to fix your windowed stretched res, get it back to full screen, and enjoy the stretched res again, how it should be enjoyed. So until next time, guys, Cubs fan out. Hit that subscribe button.